Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about text operators in a calculated field. Calculated fields are not constrained to numerical calculations. Several text operators can be applied to text fields formatted as strings. First, we are going to talk about splits. Often a single text field contains several pieces of information. For example, the name Mark Brown could be split into a first name and a last name. Let's consider the product name field in the Superstore dataset. Most of the entries contain the manufacturer name as the first word in a string. For example, Apple in Apple iPhone S. You can create a calculated field called manufacturer to extract that information. To do so, we are going to create first a calculated field, and let's say this one is called manufacturer. And we will use the following formula: split. In the parentheses, we include the product name, and then comma, and then we have a quotation mark, space, comma, and 1. So let's understand this formula. Here you are asking Tableau to split the string product name at the spaces, here in this case as specified by the space character in quotation marks, and to return the first of the resulting segment. And the calculation is valid, and click OK. Now we have a new dimension called manufacturer here. Let's use this newly created field to visualize sales revenue by manufacturer. Pull the manufacturer onto rows, and then next pull the sales onto columns. You can see the sales revenue grouped by manufacturer, which was derived from the product name on the screen. Next, we are going to learn how to shorten character strings. Left is a text operator that returns a specified number of characters of a string, starting with the leftmost character. For instance, let's say you want to extract the first 2 digits of the postal code. Then you are going to type the following formula. Left, open the parentheses, str, open the parentheses, and then postal code, and close the parentheses, 2, and then close the parentheses. So this calculation is valid, and once you do that, you will realize that the new variable that is created is going to extract first 2 digits of the postal code. Right is the analogous function to extract characters starting at the rightmost end of the string. So as you see, if you switch to right, then this function is going to extract characters starting at the rightmost end of the string. In both of these examples, str is used to convert the integer postal code to a string, because text operators such as left and right can only be applied to strings. And next, I'm going to talk about converting between uppercase and lowercase. At times, it can be useful to change text to uppercase or lowercase, especially when the use of the case is inconsistent in the original data source. The function lower puts all characters of a string into a lowercase. Let's do that. Let's say here a new calculated field is called name, and then here we type lower, and we want to use the customer name in this data. And then close the parentheses, and then apply, and OK. So let's go check the data source. You see all names are now written lowercase. Name 2, we can create another calculated field, and this time we can use upper function. Upper is going to take all customer name, and then apply, OK. And let's go to the data source, and now you see name 2 is all in uppercase. Next, we talk about replacing substrings. With the replace function, you can replace character strings within text fields with alternative text. It searches a field for the specified substring and replaces it with your specified string of characters. This is another way to ensure consistency in your data. Think of different abbreviations that might be used in a name field, for example, PhD and ph.d. mean the same thing to the human eye, but are treated as different entities by a machine. So the standardized entry, for instance, Mark Brown, comma, PhD, as Mark Brown, comma, ph.d. You can create a calculated field and use the following formula. Replace, open the parentheses, this time it's going to be again customer name, and now in the parentheses, PhD, replace PhD with ph.d. and then close. and then apply, and then OK. Let's go to the data source. And since we don't have any PHT here, we don't see anything. So this is how you can use text operators with calculated fields. Thank you for watching this video.